Buttery smooth autofocus. I like that. Yeah, I really like that. Now switch back to me. Let's see if you can do a good job. Right back to me. Perfect. Yeah. Hello guys, I'm Chevaughn Beckford. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will be talking about why I upgraded from my OG Panasonic Lumix S5 to the Lumix S5 IIX. Let's go. Like this camera right here, this camera kick-started my whole videographic career, filmmaking career, and even boosted my photography career. I started taking photos as early as 2018. I had an old Fujifilm camera where you put the 4 AA batteries in and an SD card, and you snap. Those batteries will go super fast. You have to be buying batteries over and over. Every day I would be going through like 8 batteries with that camera. Then I upgraded to the Nikon D3500, and I started taking photography a bit more serious. I started getting paid to shoot photos. I started going out more to take photos because it had better quality compared to the Fujifilm that I started with. And then the Nikon wasn't enough to create like high resolution photos. It was a crop sensor, the D3500, and I think it was 24 megapixels. Well, the megapixels wasn't that bad, but the crop sensor was kind of limited, especially when it comes to taking photos in low light situations and also videos. We know DSLRs weren't the best when it comes to video capturing. And then I got a second camera with my Nikon D3500, and that was the Panasonic Lumix G7. Now that camera, it captured 4K, but it was a micro four thirds camera. It was amazing though. That camera changed my whole mindset as it related to cameras. I used to record videos on my phone. I had the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus at the time. Because it captured 4K videos, it looked clean. It was a phone, and I thought it was okay until I got my hands on the Lumix G7. Then I saw what the 25mm f1.7 do with that shallow depth of field. It was smooth as butter. The colors, they were popping, higher quality 4K. The 4K on that G7 was not the same as the 4K coming from the S10 Plus. It's a different 4K. And as such, I told myself, I have to upgrade. I have to take this seriously. And I started saving, and a year later, I sold the Nikon, I sold the G7, and I got this. The Panasonic Lumix S5. It's a bit windy outside because I'm not staying inside to record a video. I need to go out more. So apologies from the noise in the background. And if you hear the wind in the microphone, I have the wind muff on, but you might hear some wind blowing. And I'm also close to the roadway. I apologize. But yeah, I got the Lumix S5. Oh my goodness. There's moisture inside of it because inside is warm and outside is cold. I have moisture in my viewfinder. OMG. But anyways, I got the Lumix S5. I started taking more photos, more videos, started uploading more on YouTube, and it was amazing. But it was still lacking because even though this was an upgrade to my G7 and my Nikon and my beloved S10 Plus, the autofocus on the S5 wasn't the best. It wasn't as good as Sony. It wasn't as good as Canon because it was using contrast-based autofocus. And I was contemplating switching to a Sony or switching to a Canon just for autofocus sake, but I love the usability of my Lumix. I love the colors coming from my Lumix. I love how the 4K looked coming out of my Lumix. It meshed with me, and it was affordable, and not everyone has a Lumix. You know, it's rare. You go to an event, what camera are you using? Oh, I have the Lumix S5. Wow, what's that? What are the specs? It feels so good telling people something new about your camera. And I wanted to stick to Lumix, but I also wanted to upgrade. So I went ahead and started researching, and then Lumix announced the Lumix S5 IIX. And I was like, yeah, this is my dream camera. I need to get this camera right here. And that was back in 2022. And I think the Lumix S5 IIX was released in 2023. Don't quote me, I think it was 2023, but it was announced in 2022. And then I said, I wanted this camera, I have to get this camera. And fast forward, 2 years later, I am now recording this video on the Panasonic Lumix S5 IIX, baby. The autofocus is sticking to my face. If I put this baby up to the screen, look at that. It's going to the camera, back to my face. Go to the camera, back to my face. Go to the camera, back to my face. Oh my God, I have waited 2 years. 2 years to have that feature on a Lumix camera. So this is just an introductory video to you guys. I'm still learning the camera. It's the same as the S5, but there are differences. There's not one difference. There are differences between this and that. There's a lot of differences, and I'm still trying to learn and go around learning about my S5 IIX, my new baby. So I will keep you guys in the loop along with my journey about switching my video works to my S5 IIX. But my S5, this baby will still be taking my photos. Don't get me wrong, I love this baby for my photos. But this girl right here, she will be my video gal as of now. So stay tuned, guys. Chevaughn Beckford, finally got my Lumix S5 IIX. Signing out. Peace. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe.
Mercy. My heart is filled with love. My heart is filled with love. My heart is filled